It appears. And Coach Sam Watson, YouTube, and see if I can see me. Mm-hmm. Oh. Do I have, okay, I think I need to add an audio output capture as well.
Oh, and Twitch. We've got to check Twitch.
Default. Oh.
Actually, are you streaming to Twitch as well?
Yes. Do I
Okay.
have, okay, I think Twitch. I need to add an audio I can't hear you on my stream anymore.
Oh, and Twitch. We've got to check Twitch. Oh,
Default.
am I just not speaking? Actually, are you streaming to Twitch as well?
Oh, no, I can't hear you. Yes. Okay. Do I have, okay, I think, because you just said, are you streaming to Twitch as well? And I got data up. Yeah, I can't hear you on my stream anymore.
Oh, and Twitch. How do I find my stream on Twitch? Am I just not speaking? Actually, are you streaming to Twitch as well?
Oh, no, I can't
would be
hear you. Yes. Okay,
oh man, I have never looked at Twitch and I'm already scared of live. No.
Hey.
Live.
Hey. No. Now we change the name. Now we change the name. Now we change. Starting a podcast. Starting a podcast.
Can we change that like mid-stream? Can we change that like mid-stream?
At least on Twitch.
Can we change that like mid-stream?
At least on Twitch.
Can we change that like mid-stream?
At least on Twitch.
Can we change that like
At least on Twitch.
Can we change that
Does that
category?
Correct it?
No, whatever. Landscape, save.
Yeah, and then are you doing and then YouTube?
Edit. Starting a podcast?
I did starting a podcast, never leave your comfort zone. Edit. Oh yeah, you can edit the name in the, oh yeah. Oh, you can't after you've started it for YouTube.
I can do it. So in the channel
create
section.
new event post, title. Starting a podcast. Never leave your comfort zone.
I've got someone's Twitch stream in the background. So how do I find our stream though? In Twitch channel.
I refresh.
Oh, there we go.
See,
I can see it.
Shows
hey, wow.
This is super. Where this feels boomer, even though we're doing things that have technical complexity, and so it does not count as such. It still feels like demonstrating.
There's so many sound sources. Okay. All right. So my Twitch is working. Is your Twitch working?
Yeah, my Twitch has been working. It's just I'm trying to change the title of the YouTube.
I changed it in the in OBS.
Yeah, no, I've changed it. I'm just reloading the page, and it's not reload. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's working. It's working.
Nice.
Okay. Now we can be less uninteresting. With 15 minutes left.
So, what are we doing here, Sam?
Hold on. Well, we need to actually. I have not been recording on this one. I just pressed record on this, so we need to do. No, a clap sync shouldn't be necessary.
Or do we? Now. Can the camera record while it's also doing webcam?
It is for me.
Great.
I think we don't need.
I
think we don't need to sync it because we'll also have these recordings of both of us at once that it can synchronize frames with. I think the auto editor can synchronize frames that way.
Cool.
If it doesn't, then well, that's that. We'll just get close enough. So yes, now we can. Now, what are we doing here, Sam? No, wait, what are we doing here, Matt? Good stuff.
We're starting a podcast for the third time.
Almost the fifth. Some
almost
might
the
say.
fifth. Yeah, that's true. We've had multiple different iterations. We've actually started and recorded things on 2 different themes. This is our third, and it's called Never Leave Your Comfort Zone. And we thought that was a compelling idea because I have difficulty doing things that make me work and push me to be motivated on a continuous basis. And maybe we share that a little bit.
Yeah. So
and
commitment-y skewed feeling things is,
Yeah,
is
exactly.
the pattern that we have observed.
Yeah, exactly. So as soon as something starts maybe getting a little bit of momentum, I sort of lose interest or something, or I
Yeah.
just feel like there's pain there that I hit up against.
Yeah.
So partly we want to almost kind of push against that for me individually, but also conceptually, more broadly speaking in the culture, to say
Yeah.
you don't actually have to step that far outside your comfort zone, if at all, to do what you really want to do.
Yeah. You can extend your comfort zone from within your comfort zone without having had to step out of your comfort zone, which is contrary to the conventional narrative, and hence the controversial name is we're saying never leave your comfort zone by saying we're encouraging proactivity and courage and etc. via comfort.
Yes.
And I guess people can stick around to find out whether they feel that it's validated that that makes sense or not.
Yeah. Yeah. And partly that's also due to the limitations on my flexibility and freedom to change my life significantly at any given moment.
Yes.
And
because
the reason
you have responsibilities like family, children.
Exactly. Yes. Need to earn a certain level of income. And this is all sort of building in a way to try and get to some new state of work for me.
Yeah.
Using your current state of work to help me work through that to figure out something that's better.
And the reason I'm not looking at anything is because I'm pulling up a reel that I'm copying the link of and sending to myself on Telegram, because we can pull this up and have it play on stream. And then we have like a thing. Yeah. And hey, because I'm doing the fucking irritating display capture that I was complaining about.
Yep.
I can just drag it straight into screen without having to change anything.
Nice.
So lo and behold, what's that proverb about the farmer where he's a son and there are some horses and the horses are wild, and then one stays, and then his son breaks his leg on the horse, and then the army comes. So that's gonna be...
I know that one.
Yeah,
no, it's not a proverb.
Yeah,
it's from Bluey. It's from Bluey.
Is it in Bluey as well?
Yeah, it is.
Because it's
I'm sure it's from somewhere else as well.
I know Alan Watts said it a bunch, but I think that it's like a classic like Buddhist teaching from
yeah. I imagine it
long time ago.
The only thing about your plan about pulling that reel up is that it won't be on my stream.
Interesting. That's
so you would have to share your screen with audio.
I share screen in Zoom and make it arbitrary that I have that. Yeah, but no, good point. Okay, we go in here and we click share and we go like that. And
that's perfect.
We've got this.
Let me double check.
So that's showing there's a reel on screen. Yeah, cool. Oh, I need to do it with sound. Hold on. We go again.
Yeah.
Share sound. Share. Nope, that's everything. We go again. Share. I do this a lot as well because it's my job to be in these calls. Okay.
My potential is unlimited. I could be a writer, a painter, a filmmaker. I contain all these different versions of myself at once, and none of them have failed yet. We talk about fear of judgment, fear of failure, but there's a quieter fear that no one really names, the fear of being finite. To go from someone who can be anything at all to someone who does this one thing. because the moment you choose one, you have to let go of the idea that you can do it all. And what happens if the thing that you choose turns out to be smaller than the idea of it? But here's something that I've come to realize. The unlived versions of yourself don't actually keep you company, they just keep you stagnant. And a life spent protecting potential isn't a creative life. It's just a very elaborate way of waiting to feel ready, and I don't think that feeling ever really comes. I'd rather be finite and living creatively than holding on to my potential and waiting. Maybe the answer isn't chasing every possible version of yourself, but learning to begin just one.
Thoughts?
I like it. And I think the courage factor and the stepping into one thing and accepting finiteness is something we've talked about before on previously recorded and not released podcasts.
Courage. There's one or two on courage.
Oh, there was
that
one.
made it
Yeah,
out.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
We did release the courage one. Yeah, because that's partly what we're doing here as well, is acknowledging that. And it's more for me, actually, because you're doing your business and you're out there and you're doing things. And so it's sort of more for me to be able to step into this zone where I'm like, I have all the ideas. I'm so creative. I want to do something in the world, but if only I had the time and the energy and not responsibilities, but I'm just sort of kidding myself in a way and not in, we're careful not to get too deep down the road of like intense masculine testosterone, like just make your bed in the morning and do, no, you're right. You're right. But just acknowledging that actually, putting in a bit more effort than you're doing, stepping into proactivity can actually, over the long term, make significant change.
Yeah, though I think the interesting, and more I find this as I'm investigating the motivation research stuff and working on theory in relation to it, seeing the amount of, what's a less convoluted way of describing this than normativity? Seeing the assumptions that are rife in the way that we think about taking action, and the sort of brute forcedness in the way that we think about taking action, because it's the simplest way to conceive of it. So there's an intention in saying proactivity, it's valuable being proactive. There's a good-hearted and constructive intention and an observation. There's observable fact in it of when it's necessary it's reasoned deduction, I suppose. It's necessary for me to take action in ways other than I am now in order for me to progress on the things that are more meaningful to me than the things that I'm doing now.
Yes. Yeah. So it's like not stepping fully into the like, if you are not waking up at 5 a.m., you are a piece of shit kind of narrative, but stepping maybe like a centimeter towards that from the alternative, which is do whatever you choose in any moment and you will live a happy, valid life.
Yeah. Also, and then that's the interesting intersection, right, is because we feel like there's an inefficacy to saying do whatever you will. Because it's like, if I do whatever I will, I'll binge TV all day.
Yes.
Or I'll keep repeating the same pattern of staying in my comfort zone as a result. Yes. And so we then pivot, we go, well, it doesn't work for me to let myself keep doing the thing that I'm doing, and I can see that particular action needs to happen for me to do things differently. Therefore, the thing that I should be saying to myself is take more action, is be more productive or proactive or have courage or whatever. But the issue with saying that is you've not addressed any of the things that are, whatever the reasons, that you haven't moved. And so it's a brute force because it's a disregard of whatever things are within you that are stopping you, based on the premise that you can't see any other way forward other than to force yourself, based on the premise that you shouldn't be doing the things that you are now, based on the premise that there's a better thing and to be doing, and that's to be taking more action, and based on really just, I would say, sort of short-sightedness, a limited view of what is needed. Because we can see, as soon as you observe the comfort or the nice or the warmth or whatever positive affect comes from the thought, just do whatever you want. And then the thing, or imagine if you did whatever you want, the things that you want to happen would happen. The fact that there's positive affect there says, well, there's something in that direction. There's something in the not pushy version that I'm compelled by, but I don't know how to do a not pushy version that also results in me taking action.
Yeah, and I think as well, potentially to summarize some of that, the overriding narrative is all or nothing thinking.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're not doing it to to perfection, if you're not doing something every day and working towards your goals and succeeding and yada, 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 then you may as well not do anything. And I think that is
to the scale of the threat. Like, if the threat is big, then I have to solve everything at once because it's coming for me.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what potentially did pause things for me before. And even this week, thinking about this setup and being like, okay, I'm going to have to get my camera set up. I'm going to have to get OBS, connect these accounts and things. And you saw us, if you've watched from the start of this stream / episode, you saw us sort of fumbling around with things. That was like sort of 15 or 20 minutes work. But for some reason this week, it's felt really heavy. It's felt like, oh, maybe I'll tell Sam I'm not into it. Like, I'm just done. But I sat with that successfully. Nice. So I think this is already a success that we're here, because the whole point is to sit with that and be like, okay,
what's going on here?
Yeah, what's going on? And what do I actually want to do? Because right now I feel like running away and throwing my computer in a hole. Well, not right now. In those moments, I was like, oh, I'll just come up with a reason why I haven't done it, and I'll just push it back.
I've never heard any of those before in my line of work.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But it was like, you know what? The whole point is just slow, not stepping outside of your comfort zone and doing, I guess, maybe doing what you can, not what you should, not what is right, not what is perfect or anything like that, but doing what you can. Because it comes back to something that you've said recently, which is, when you can shift into this mode, it's not that you start working towards the life that you desire, but you're already in the life that you desire as soon as you shift. Yeah. So even by doing that, even by starting this, it's not like we get to a year in and I haven't started a business and we both go, oh, failure.
Yeah.
It could be that 6 months down the road, when I'm no longer engaging, or it's not pushing me to what I want, that's a failure. Whether I've started a business or not, whether I feel like it's successful or not, it's like the momentum or the stepping into it. And actually, I already feel like that. I'm like, cool, we could literally step on a call next week and we could just hit the button and we could just start. And we wouldn't have to do anything more, and it would be out there in the world. And I could send a link to my friends and be like, hey, caveat, it's early days, but this is the thing I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah. And because I worry that there are degrees to which we've buried the lead because of our familiarity with the topic and the degree to which we've been talking about it, and this is said fragments, this is a project by which Matt will find a sort of purposeful path without having to compromise on the family things that are most important to him, without having to worry about the threat of giving up a great deal of income, without worrying and wondering, will it work or not? It's the exploration of gradually building a path in life that feels exciting and compelling. Pulling the pieces of life that have been there thus far together to figure out a next thing that feels compelling, that will feed into a next thing. Yeah. And all of the other pieces will connect with the various next things to create something by iteration, to create a life by iteration. So it's a project of never leave your comfort zone to help others kind of do the same or follow along or do something similar. Yeah. And I'm going to try and make resources and stuff, I guess, based on our calls and chats that others can use as well. And so on the one hand, it's talking about how to take action in not scary ways that pushes you into more action and more motivation without having to push hustly, gritty thing, which is what I found as procrastination coach is entirely possible. And I only discover more and more. And doing so through the lens of the project journey of Matt. And then when Matt gets to that kind of a place, then we'll figure out what the next project within Never Leave Your Comfort Zone is, whether it's having another person or whether it's building further a next thing, or whether it's, I don't know, Sam's discovered something that is scary that he wants to try, or whatever it is. That was super comfortable. That was not a good lead. That was not a good headline. No. I said with varying the lead, but we'll get tighter.
By sort of scattershot approach, hopefully the listener will understand.
Yeah, it'll all come together.
An approximation of what we're trying to do here.
Yes. Wait, let's try. Let's each try one. We have one sentence. I'm going to say, project of helping Matt find a purpose to show others how to find one for themselves.
Yeah, great. And mine is stepping out of my safe inertia, momentum, and into my creative, exciting, new reality.
Cool. At the risk of it sounding like we are saying leave your
exactly.
Leave your
No, but I'm not going to leave my comfort zone.
Synonyms. You're safe.
Exactly. Yeah.
What was it? No, safe inertia. So it's not comfort
zone. Exactly. No. But it's. But I think it's different because, and we'll. I'm going to put this clarification there, and then let's wrap up with one other thing, and then cool. But I think it is different because the point is being able to say the comfort zone thing is like what you said, is expanding what's comfortable in a way that feels manageable to me individually right now, right? But there's always going to be an element of proactivity.
Yeah.
I think. So I think that's the thing, is like I was able to come here and rock up with not that much fear, but some fear, and go, oh yeah, this is just the thing I'm doing with Sam.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, if I can do that again and again and again and again and again, then the momentum builds and things get better. But because the life I have currently and the work I have actually will serve me, but it won't serve my creative sort of deep yearning for something really fulfilling and really that scratches the itch.
Yeah. And I'll, just as a side note, at some point in the mix, moved things poorly. And most of that I was half off screen on my own stream. So we've got a good start going. Sorry, everybody. And I think it's interesting the fear that you have. Like for me, it's like brand things. It's no problem being in front of people, and I doubt there's anyone watching. I have not checked, but there's a comfort to being in front of camera, and so it was very much just like, set the thing up. There's going to be some fiddly stuff, whatever. Figure it out. Easier when you're with someone. So in commenting on at least the synonymy thing and your representation there, I think the difference is never having to force yourself out of a space that you don't feel able to or capable of. And whatever safe inertia you were in this week was one that you had the wherewithal to be able to step out of from within yourself and draw on the motivational force required to do so. But for all of us, there are things that we just can't bring ourselves to. And I think a friend some years ago, as a psychologist, said something that I think captures, courage in general very aptly, though it wasn't what she was talking about. She said, vulnerability and closeness are not the same thing. That's all.
Mm.
And that threw me. So I was like, oh, hold on. I am super open.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel vulnerable in the opennesses that I share. But by the very nature of a vulnerability, if it is a vulnerability, if it is an actual vulnerability, then it is not
It's
easy.
never comfortable.
It is never comfortable. And the same goes for courage. There are things for all of us that truly and actively feel like threats that we may not find threatening in a feary way or a shamey way necessarily. They won't necessarily make us feel like small or weak, but they will feel like a resistance. We have to push back because we perceive some harm to ourselves or our being or identity in our interaction with them, and therefore cannot bring ourselves to move in particular ways. And those are the things that we want to understand and explore, and that will come up for Matt. And we have some insights to start with when we come back to it next week that will let us piece together what Matt's threats are so that we can find ways to make Matt feel safe and approaches that make Matt feel safe so that you can expand your, what is it?
Safe.
Comfort. Expand the comfort zone without having to leave it. Yeah.
Yep. Nice. Cool.
My brain was saying safe inertia. What's the podcast called? Never leave your safe inertia. Nope, that's not right.
Yeah.
Good start. Good start. Well, I mean, what have we got? We've got shit we should have been taught.
Yep.
Dumb Animal Club. What was the recent one?
This is not important.
This is not important, which has entirely unreleased episodes. This one.
Yep.
Was there anything else in the middle?
I think there might have been working titles, but no formal pursuit.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, good. Any last words for episode-ish one?
I'm excited. I think I'm feeling good. I think it's, I think if anyone who thinks exactly like us finds this, I reckon they're going to be really interested.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the other. I mean, but if we're 1 in a million, how many hundreds of thousands of people are then exactly like us, so maybe
and
out there.
a lot of people who are lacking a feeling of purpose regardless. But the main issue is this. I can't imagine this is super interesting for a stream. Maybe it's okay as audio podcast while you're doing other things. But hey, if anyone's here, love you. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Can't tell if that. No, in fact, I can see no viewers on either one.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
Great. Good shit.
Cool.
Well, it'll end up cut up relatively soon. What do we want to? What do we want to wrap up with? Anything we want to wrap up with?
I don't know. I think maybe we just say catch you next time, and we workshop that a bit.
Yeah, nice. And I'll say as a strategy, I don't know, context thing for anyone who does end up watching or listening to this. I think the first sort of resourcey thing, I think it would be good for me to create a resource thing on decision making, because that is the part that, even if we've done nothing specific for Matt thus far, that is the part that obviously has happened for you, Matt, in order for you to be here. And so I feel like that might be an initial something to give people to work from. And I'm creating as I go, so be forgiving of the iteration. I will iterate to try to create useful things, and do not expect it to be sort of clearly methodical. I will probably create a clearly methodical thing in retrospect based on the things that we discover through this process. But as we go, it'll just be kind of fucking around, and that brings the stakes down anyway. So that ain't too bad.
Great.
Great.
All right.
Nice. Love you.
Yep. Love you too. Bye.
Bye. End stream.
Stop streaming.